Especially as a rookie on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, being dishonest gets you into problems. Heather quickly establishes herself as the group's resident stirrer when she outsnaps Bronwyn, and Bronwyn quickly learns her lesson. Though she wants to go with Lisa, Angie finds it difficult to be more forthcoming. While Brittany and Mary are still at odds, Meredith is prepared for her bat mitzvah. After Lisa's party the next day, Lisa and Bronwyn have a debriefing. They feel at ease discussing every aspect since they are longtime friends. Why did Brittany come in hot with her and Mary? Bronwyn thinks. Even though she doesn't believe Angie was entirely at fault, she then questions how Lisa can resolve her problems with Angie. As Angie calls Lisa to discuss how things transpired, Bronwyn stays silent and listens in. Although it came as a surprise to Lisa, she is glad Angie is open to working things out with her. After gathering Heather, they head to Wendy's for a brief stop, of course, and carry on talking about the Whitney of it all. Though Lisa is appalled by Whitney's deception, she feels as though she has shown Whitney so much grace over the years. Her disappointment with Angie for expressing her sentiments about Whitney to Whitney is equal. Bronwyn acknowledges that Whitney's response to the entire gang-up was a touch staged and orchestrated. She even speculated as to whether Whitney had rehearsed the action in front of her mirror beforehand. Heather finds this upsetting because Bronwyn doesn't really know Whitney, so she resolves to get in touch with Whitney later. Spending QT together is difficult because Seth has a new other that also involves travel. Obviously, Meredith has made the decision to spend her limited time with her spouse at a cooking class. Meredith talks about her Jewish pride while they cook some shakshuka. When she tells Seth that she's becoming bat mitzvahed, she almost stuns him for the first time. Though this stage is normally reserved for coming-of-age 12 to 13-year-olds, Meredith is prepared to tackle it. Seth expresses his happiness and breaks down in tears over Meredith's choice. Meeting in person to talk about what happened makes things unpleasant for Angie and Lisa, who were previously closest friends. Lisa finds it unbelievable that Angie shared Whitney's remarks about her with Angie. It seemed like everyone was banding together against Whitney, according to Angie, and it had to stop. All of us are annoyed by this, Lisa says, but Angie in particular ought to give up trying to get Lisa to think the way she does. As for Angie, she's tired of nodding along to everything Lisa says. Because Lisa won't allow Angie to talk over or get a word in, she does a fantastic job of demonstrating Angie's argument. Lisa says she doesn't care if people think she's a villain or conceited, since she won't change now that she's in her mid to late 40s. But Lisa has to know that Angie isn't going to continue agreeing with her without question.